hugging the pole. They were not moving much at all. That's a ball from Goodwin. Zach Beadle, the catcher, at the plate. That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. There's 1 out. 1 run in here in the top of the 6th for the Joes. They lead it 16-11. Yes, you heard that right if you're just joining in. There's a strike from Goodwin. Tonight it might be 1st to 20, Ryan.
It might be. We'll have to see how it shapes up with these next few innings beginning to play out.
A little high. Goodwin wanted that one. Runs the count to 3-1. Goodwin winds, delivers. That one's ripped into left field for a base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting there by Zachary Beadle, the catcher, as he was to line that one to right between the shortstop and just got third baseman there. As he is aboard now with 1 gone, bringing up shortstop Logan Thompson.
Have not seen a lack of offense tonight. 15 hits for the Joes, 11 for the Scouts. Goodwin pitches. That's a strike. I don't think Beadle's much of a threat to run at first. We'll see. Not a real big lead down there. That one is ripped into left. They're really getting around on Goodwin. 3 straight hits to the left field side. That'll run Beadle over to second. Thomason at first. That'll bring Zach Orn to the plate.
As Logan really ripped that one in. Great piece of hitting there. Now Zach's up to the plate. He's had okay night. He's 2 for 4 right now. On his last 2 at bats, he's had 2 strikeouts. So we'll really see how much damage he can do now with runners in scoring position now for the Joes.
Scouts can't afford to put up many more runs. They've already given up 16. They trail by 5. Goodwin sets the belt, looks back to second base. Beadle back. 16 runs, 16 hits for the Joes. 11 runs, 11 hits for the Scouts. Not every day that you see that. That's a fly ball. First baseman Sanders going back. Will he have a play? Nice basket catch by Sanders for the out. Had his back to the plate. Made a running basket catch. Kind of surprised Beadle didn't tag, as the first baseman had a long way to run and had his back to the play, but he stays put at second.
I think Beadle was surprised that he caught that. That was kind of like the Willie the Mays over the shoulder catch there. But great catch by Sanders there, as bringing up the 2-hitter, number 17, Griffin Kane.
That's a big out. 2 outs. 2 runners still on. Goodwin pitches. Must have been a little high.
As you mentioned there, Randy, it was a big out there. If the Scouts can only get out of this inning with 1 run done, that's a lot more than what the Joes want to do with this inning.
So true, Ryan. They're still threatening. 2 runners on. We got 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes. That's a little low. Goodwin nibbling the plate, not getting any strike calls. Two balls, no strikes, 2 runners on. There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the 6th. Ball high, 3-0. As I mentioned earlier, Goodwin caught last night. Tonight's on the mound for the Scouts. That's a called strike. 3-1.
This is where Gooden really needs to dive deep and get Griffin right here, because on deck is Preston Miller, who had the monster grand slam shot back in the fourth.
Him getting on would set the table for another grand slam. We don't want to see that. Goodwin pitches a little bit high, and that's just what's going to happen.
That's
Number 28, Preston Miller.
Preston Miller comes to the plate again with the bases loaded. As Ryan mentioned earlier, already has a grand slam tonight.
It'll be interesting to see what happens now with how they pitch to Preston, whether they're going to pitch around him or going to make him hit something. Looks like the infield's at double play depth.
That one's lined into right field. And, the ball dropped by Corey Kankutz, and that will allow 2 runners to score. I don't know. I might give him an error on that. I don't know. Ball hit his glove. He did have to run a long ways, but they give him an error.
Up to bat, number 24, Jake Case.
Corey had to run a long way for that ball, but he'd be the first to tell you he should have had that.
I'll say he had that, but I don't think he accounted for when you're in right field, the balls are just going to keep sailing to the right there. They're just going to keep carrying, and that's exactly what it did when it's carried off his glove.
The runners on the corners now for the Joes. They lead 18-11. Ball high. Game like this, you don't want to give anybody extra outs.
For sure about that, Rainey, because we all know what the Joes can do if they have an inning keep going extended.
Goodwin pitches. That's foul ball. Back. Count evens at 1-1. Runner on third is Kane. Runner on first takes his lead. That's a ball. Runner Miller on first. Two balls and a strike to Cates. Goodwin comes to the plate. That one's lined into center. Center fielder back. Made a nice play on that. That ball was lined into center. Nice play by the center fielder to end the inning. But damage was done. The Joes put up 3. They extend the lead to 18-11. We're in the middle of the 6th. Joes 18, Scouts 11. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Scouts Baseball Radio Network. We're back at Grady's Field. I want to apologize to our fans. The comments are we went off the air for just a little bit there last inning. We're back. Hopefully you can hear us loud and clear. Several of our fans did comment in while we were off. The pitch from Chow is inside.
As the Scouts lead things off here, Ben Clausen is here to lead off. He had a homer back in the first inning. He struck out and he's walked so far.
That one's ripped. Oh, nice play by the first baseman. Diving off to his right, snags the ball and robs Clausen of a base hit. Nice play by the first baseman.
That was a SportsCenter Top 10 nominee right there, if I could say one.
Sure was. That was a web gem. Brett Carson steps into the box now. 1 out. It's a nice hit by Clausen, but a nicer play by the first baseman. There's a strike. Big hats off to Stephanie Custer listening tonight. John Bisman, the father of the man right to my right, Ryan, listening tonight on the radio. Pitch from Chow. Slow ground ball to the second baseman. Let's see if they can get him. And he's safe. Carson got down the line. The second baseman kind of waited back on that ball, did not charge at all, and I think that came back to haunt him, Ryan.
That definitely came back to haunt him, Randy, as Orrin definitely waited on that ball. If he should have charged, I think he underestimated how much speed Brett Carson actually had, and he was able to beat that out for a base hit.
So the Scouts got a runner on first. Bunt down the third baseline, but goes foul by Brett Williams. It's a good idea. The third baseman's playing deep. Williams has good speed, but it goes for a strike. I want to say hi to Kelly Akoff listening. Jeff DeClure. Joel Failer listening tonight on Scouts Radio Network. Carson's back. Mindy Wilson is wondering if there's going to be sound for this game again. If you're just tuning in, we had some technical difficulties earlier. We believe we're being heard now. That's a mile-high pop-up to the shortstop. He's under it, makes the play. Carson back to first. That'll be 2 outs.
Nice job by Thompson there, really tracking that ball as it goes up in the air with the lights and being down under it.
Really was a good play. That'll bring up Matson, the second baseman. 18-11, Joe's lead it. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch from Chow, that's in the dirt. Nice play by Beadle to keep that ball in front of him. Be nice to see a two-out rally here by the Scouts. Chow sets and delivers. That's hit to the second baseman. We'll take 2 steps in on this one. Throw to first for the easy out. So for the Scouts, no runs in the bottom of the 6th. And at the end of 6, the Joes lead it 18-11. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Baseball Radio Network. We're back live here in the 7th inning. Joes lead at 18-11. They've got 16 hits. The Scouts have 12. Goodwin still on the mound for the Scouts. And that ball, seeing eye ground ball just beyond the diving mid of Matson, on for a single.
As there is some action over there in that Scout bullpen with one pitcher warming up. Can't quite make out who it is, but Goodwin most likely will be getting replaced here soon.
Big caning up again. If you remember last time, he hit a no-doubter over the left field. Oh, that's a mile high, but it'll stay in the park, I believe. Left fielder under it, and he dropped the ball. Those hurt.
Those definitely hurt indeed. My father used to say, always catch the ball with two hands. Make sure you always got two on it. That one does hurt.
We've seen the corner outfielders both drop balls that have gone for errors. Don't want to allow them any more outs than they've been getting. That's in for a strike from Goodwin.
For sure.
So the Joes have runners on first and second, nobody out. No balls, one strike. Goodwin sets at the belt, delivers. That's lined into center. Let's see if Carson can get to it, and that's over his head. That's going to bring in at least two. Runners from first and second come around. As I mentioned earlier, Ryan, I said the first to 20 wins. I hope that's not a prophetic sign, as that's number 20 for the Joes.
As it was a good piece of hit in there by Brennan Kick, as he just rocketed that ball. But it was also a really good throw by the center fielder, Carson, there to keep him at two instead of getting a possible third base on that.
Good point, Ryan. Still no outs. Runners at second base. Gick. Catcher Zach Beadle up. Goodwin checks the runner. Delivers. That's a strike. Goodwin sets at the belt, looks the runner back at second, checks him again. Took a little too much time, and Beadle steps out. Alan Goodwin, 6 foot, 186, pitches at Bethany College. He's from Denver, Colorado, long way from home this summer. Here's the pitch, foul ball. Got the catcher in the mask. He appears to be okay. That's why they call it the tools of ignorance. Johnny Bench used to say, "Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be catchers." Beadle back in the box. Pitch from Goodwin. That's a little high. Count evens 2-2. 20-11. The Joes lead it. We're in the top of the 7th. They've scored 2 already this inning. The pitch. Wilson dives, gets by him. That's a single for Beadle. Gick ends up at third. Good try by Wilson, the third baseman. Just could not knock it down. That'll keep the inning going for Thomason. Runners on the corners now for the Joes.
Keep the note here. Still no one out here for the Joes as they're striking to score some more runs here.
Scouts remain at double play depth. They don't come in with a runner at third. Ball one. Goodwin's thrown quite a few pitches tonight. Again, not the lack of offense as the Joes lead at 20-11. Goodwin pitches. There's a strike. Thomason swung over that. 19 hits for the Joes, 12 for the Scouts. Both teams have 2 errors. All 4 of those errors responsible for multiple runs. Goodwin sets at the belt. He delivers. Just inside. 2-1.
Over there, that action over there in the Scouts bullpen, it looks like that pitcher is ready with Coach Lester giving the A-OK. So this might be Goodwin's last at bat here. So we'll see how he does.
That one must have been inside also. 3-1.
That one looked really good for him here. It looks like this home plate umpire is not giving Goodwin anything to work with.
3-1, 2-on for the Joes here in the 7th. The pitch, that's ball 4. That'll load the bases.
Coming back, number 11, Cole Revels.
Cole Revels comes up from Charlotte, North Carolina, but plays his college ball at Ohio University. He's a Bobcat. Yours truly also a Bobcat, class of 1988. Pitcher out to the mound. That'll be it for Goodwin. You were right, Ryan. He runs off the field. Hustles in. New pitcher coming in. Haven't gotten a number yet. I'll try to get that for you before we go off the air. Boatload of pitchers used tonight by the Xenia Scouts. Hammond started it. He lasted just over 2 innings. We've seen Watkins. We've seen Goodwin. And now still can't identify the pitcher.
It is Timothy Watkins.
I think it's Cody.
Oh. Wait, no. It is Cody?
Yeah.
It'll actually be Cody Canceres. Canklers.
Cody pitches for Hisdale's College. He's a sophomore from Plymouth, Michigan. While he warms up, we'll take a break. You're listening to Scouts Baseball on the Scouts Baseball Radio Network. Back here at Grady's Field, we're in the top of the 7th. Joe's lead at 20-11. New pitcher, Cody Canklers on the mound. There's still no outs. Joes have the bases loaded. The pitch, that's in there for a strike.
Looks like Cole Revels is batting in place of Zach Orn, who played second. So Revels might be taking over duties at second base after this inning.
Good call there, Ryan. Rebels swings. Slow ground ball to second. More Matson to second. On to first. That's a 4-6-3 double play, but a run does score. I think at this point the Scouts are willing to give up 2 outs for a run.
As second baseman Matson was running off the field there, thinking it was 3 outs, but only 2 outs for the Scouts so far.
That ball driven into right field. That'll get in the gap. That'll go all the way to the wall, and we'll score another one. He's got speed, but he'll stop at second. That's number 17, Griffin Kane. Last night he had a triple. Thought he might go for 3 tonight, but he stops at second.
That was a really nice piece of hitting by Griffin Kane over there, driving it straight into the gap and able to get 2, but also a really good job by the outfielder, Delanoy over there right to keep him at second so he could not get 3.
Preston Miller up. That's a called strike. Cody stands at 6'2", 175. Tall, lean kid. Just a sophomore from Plymouth, Michigan. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Joes have a runner at second. That just missed. 2 balls and a strike. Cody looks to the side, pitches. There's a strike. That'll even the count. Nope, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I was thinking the count was even at 2-2, but scoreboard reads 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Ken Clertz delivers. That's ripped down the first base line, but foul. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Actually, the umpire holds up 2-2. The scoreboard's still read 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now they got it right, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Nice pitch by Cody. It's got Miller swinging for the 3rd strike. So damage was done. 4 runs in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom. We'll go to the 7th inning stretch. We're going to sing tonight. Scores 22-11. Join us for the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game.
Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, it's root for the Scouts team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old
Ball game. Grady Fields.
There's your 7th inning stretch. Now we're going to take a quick break. Don't go back. I listen to Xenia, Scouts Baseball, and Scouts Baseball Network.
Welcome back to Grady's Field. We're in the bottom of the 7th, and the Scouts need to put up some runs. They trail 22-11.
Back, number 2, Hunter Delanoy.
Delanoy will lead it off for the Scouts. They're capable of coming back. They trail by 11. Would be a big comeback here for the home team. New pitcher for the Joes is Kurt Lang. He's 6'5", 225, big kid out of northern Kentucky. Born and raised for the hometown Joes in Hamilton, Ohio. That's outside. One and one to Delanoy. Lang pitches. That's outside. Be nice to get the leadoff man on here, Ryan.
Would be very nice. Good start for the Scouts, getting some run production in there. And that's Delanoy's job as leadoff to get on base.
Lang looks to Beetle. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Scouts would need a boatload to come back in this one. They trail 22-11. Joes have out-hit them 20-12. Both teams have 2 errors. Lang's pitch, that's high. Now put the leadoff man on. Nice at bat by Delanoy. He's up first. That'll bring up the first baseman, Steven Sanders.
At bat, first baseman, number 22, Steven Saunders.
Steven, his last time up, doubled, but did not get a score from that big inning that the Scouts had.
He takes a ball. If you were with us earlier, Saunders had a nice defensive play as he made an over-the-shoulder catch in foul territory. Saunders rips one into the left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Delanoy will stop at second. Nice rip by Saunders. And the Scouts have something going here in the bottom of the inning.
Nice piece of hitting by Sanders there, able to pop it right in between the right fielder there. Now let's see what the Scouts can do as Cody Kanslers, heads up to the plate.
Cody came in to pitch this last inning. He's been in the game. Now on the mound and batting. The pitch, that's ripped down by the third baseman. Runner stops. Nice hit. Nice piece of hitting by Cody. He's on at first.
Up to bat, left fielder, number 10, Will Aycock.
Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Don't count the Scouts out yet, folks. If you're listening at home, put those rally caps on. Acuff steps to the plate. Runners at every base, nobody out. Lang sets at the belt, delivers. That's a strike. Acuff, a junior from Huntsville, Alabama, swings and fouls that one off. Lang quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. I'd be surprised to see him give him something to hit here, Ryan.
Be a great thing to see here as he drives on these 2 runs here.
There's his foul ball. Just got a piece of that. Acuff stays alive. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bases loaded for the Scouts. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Lang with a long look to the Beetle, the catcher. Acuff. Whoa, that one almost got away. Nice play by Beetle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bases are full of Scouts. That one high. That'll even the count at 2-2. That got him looking. Kind of buckled his knees a little bit. I think Acuff knew it for a called third strike.
That's something you definitely cannot do, Randy. As you have bases loaded up there, you just want to be swinging at everything, even if it's close. You just want to be swinging. Never want to go down looking when the base is loaded.
That's for sure. That will be one out. The batter now, Wilson, the third baseman. That's a ball. Love to see Wilson work the count here with the bases full. There's no place to put him. Scouts trail by 11, 22-11. Wilson's rips one down third, just foul.
That about hit Hunter Delanoy over there on third, leading off. He had to very skipper out of the way for that one.
Little tip for those listening. If you're at third, you want to take your lead in foul territory, because if a ball does hit you and you're in foul territory, you're not out. However, if you were in fair territory, you'd be out. That's a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Delanoy doing a good job taking that lead in foul territory. Lang pitches. That's fouled straight back. Count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Lang. That's outside. That'll run him full, 3-2.
Really good about by Brandon Wilson here. Able to get the count full after he started down 0-2.
No place to put him. Bases are loaded. The count is full, and that's popped straight up in the air but out of play. Catcher Beetle thought he might have a play. He whips his mask off, but it goes out of play behind the plate. Count remains 3-2. There's 1 out. Delanoy at third. Saunders takes his lead at second. Kinklitz. Oh, that hit him. You know, that's the third hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. So the Scouts have earned their runs tonight. That'll be run number 12. Wilson goes down to first base. He appears to be okay. Hit by the pitch. Ben Clausen comes to the plate with the bases loaded. He went yard earlier in the game.
We'll see what Clausen can do up here at the plate, as he's had a pretty good day for so far. 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. But we'll see if he can shake things up with bases loaded here and still 1 only out.
Yeah, 1 away. 1 away here in the inning. Bases remain full. Pitching coach for the Joes out to talk. He'll trot back to the dugout. Ben Clausen, 6'2", 200, plays at Houghton College from Lancaster, New York. Love to see him get a hold of one here. Pitch from Logan is a strike.
I think that was his best hit. He's going to get this at bat to hit.
You may be right, Ryan. Lang sets at the belt. He pitches. That's foul ball down the first base line. First baseman over near the fence. Again, kind of gets the yips a little bit when he gets close to that fence. Reached out but couldn't get it. The ball fell in foul territory. So Clausen will stay alive. He really hugs the inside of the batter's box. No balls, 2 strikes. Advantage Lang right now. 2 strikes, no balls. Here's the pitch. That's foul. Almost looks like a replay. First baseman over. Can't get that one. He's getting his exercise.
You're right, he is.
Clausen's been really late on those last few as he's fouled them off to the right side, the right-handed batter. Let's see if he can get around on one again and put it over the left field fence. Lang pitches. That's smashed into right field. Right fielder takes a few steps in, catches it. Runner on third fakes the tag. Holds right there. The throw to the plate was a good one.
I think Sanders realized that I was short enough that if he tagged, he would have been hosed right there. Now up for the Scouts is the center fielder, number 27, Brett Carson.
Bases remain full. Scouts have only scored 1 here in the inning, but they've had the bases loaded nearly the whole inning. That's outside from Lang. 22-12. Seems like a football score, but we're playing baseball. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Carson fouls one off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Would be a minor victory for the Joes to escape this inning with the Scouts only scoring 1. Like to see Carson rope one here. That's inside. 2-1, working the count well. Base is full, so no place to put him. Lang's pitch. Hit down to the first baseman. Throw to the pitcher covering, and he's out. So only 1 run in that inning for the Scouts. They threatened. They left the bases loaded. At the end of 7, the score is Joe's 22, Scouts 12. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Scouts Baseball Radio Network.
And we are back here at Grady's Field. It is the top of the 8th inning, and Jake Cakes is looking to start things off here for the Joes as he stands in the box and waits for the pitch from Kirkle's. Kirkle's pitch is down the first baseline, foul.
Love to see a 1-2-3 inning here, Ryan. We can't afford to give up any more runs.
You're definitely right there, Randy. We can't see any more runs here, as the Joes already lead at 22-12.
May have spoke too soon. That ball is drilled, but caught.
What a great catch out there and right by Hunter Delanoy, as that boy was smoked and he was lined up against the fence there as he has to come back to get that. But what a great catch there, as you did not speak so soon there, Randy, as he made a great catch there, as there's one away going in the inning now, and it brings up number 7, pinch hitting, it looks like, for Ryan Thompson.
Dalton Miller.
Dalton Miller, it looks like.
Dalton Miller plays at Miami University of Hamilton. He's from Springboro, just down the road. He's a junior.
As the umpire is sorting this out. King clears, delivers, and is taken for a ball outside. Counts 1-0 now. One gone in the inning. Joe's lead at 22-12. King clears, kicks, and deals, and swung on and hit sharply down the line to third. And Wilson has some trouble with it, feeling over there as Miller reaches safely to first. I'm guessing that will go in as an error, I would think.
I think looks like they're going to rule it a hit. Well, they haven't scored it yet. Wilson went over to the bag, kind of had to maneuver the bag and the ball. Don't know if they've scored it yet.
Can clears, delivers, and is taken for a ball in the dirt low.
That was scored an error, Ryan. You were right. Would have been a tough play for Wilson. Did get a glove on it, but they rule it an error.
Cankers delivers for a strike here. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike to the dangerous Avery Journey, who had a monster shot back in the 6th. That is for a ball. Count runs to 2 balls, 1 strike now.
Miller. I'm sorry. Ooh.
As he drills that one into left field there for a base hit. As Janning,
Miller.
Yep. Jarney's on over there for a base hit now, as there's runners on first and second now. 1 gone.
Number 10, Brennan Gick.
That ball he got some good wood on that ball, Ryan. He lined it out to left.
You're right, he did, Randy, as Kinkers looks in for the sign. Pitch delivered and is taken for strike 1 here. As number 10, Brennan Gick, gets things going here. 1 gone away in the inning. Runners on first and second here. Kinkers looks in for the sign. He sets the belt and deals and is taken for a ball in the inside corner. Looked like it could have been a strike, but it's called a ball.
Love to see a double play to end this inning like we did. I believe it was the last inning.
Kinkers' bitch just called for a strike. Nice curveball there, broke there. As Kinkers looks in. Miller on second. Janning on first. And Gick fouls that one over the left.
Cody looked like he put a little bit of heat on that ball as he came forward. His forward arm motion looked like he put a little more mustard on it. There he is again. He falls down as he pitches that one.
You have no need to overdo it. Just keep throwing strikes. Defense will happen.
It's a good point, Ryan. You don't want to overthrow, as he appeared to have just done, and put a ball in the dirt.
Kinkers stuff stops. Looks in for the sign. This pitch to Gick is called for a ball in the dirt. Runs the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Murray's on first and second here. Joe's lead 22-12. Kinkers sets and deals, and it's driven over to left field, but foul.
This would be a big strikeout. Let's get it. Let's get this one, Cody.
Definitely need this one for Cody. Kinkers sets, deals at the belt, and it is roped into right field here, as it looks like we might have a play on the plate, but we do not. They hold him at third there, as Gick gets on with a board, with a nice single there, and it brings the bases loaded now. Up for the catcher, number 14, Zachary Beadle.
If you're watching at home, Cody Kinklitz did a good job. Saw the ball go into the right field. It quickly went behind the catcher to back it up just in case there was a play at the plate and the ball got through. So good hustle for Cody.
Cody looks in here for the sign, sets at the belt, and the pitch is taken outside for a ball. Bases loaded here. Zachary Beadle up to the plate now for the Joes. He's had a good night tonight, going 2 for 5, and he ropes that one into right field, and it will just reach foul. As if it was just a couple more feet to the left, it would have been fair.
That would have scored at least 2, maybe 3, Ryan. So thankfully just went foul.
You're right about that, Randy. That was just foul. As now the count runs to 1 ball, 1 strike. Cancur's pitch to him. It's called a strike on the outside corner. Cancur's is ahead in the count 1-2 now.
That was a nice pitch. This would be a big strikeout.
Cancur's delivers, and his ball outside, as it looks like Cancur's just putting some extra stuff on that and just missed again.
A lot of 2s on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 22 runs for the Joes, 22 hits for the Joes. A lot of 2s.
Cancur's pitch to Beadle is missed again, high and outside. Running the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The runners will be moving on this pitch now since all the bases are occupied.
No place to put them. Got to come to them.
Cancur's looks in here for the sign. Just pitch to Beadle is fouled straight back to the screen. Keeping the count 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nice job by Zach Beadle here, keeping himself alive by swinging. As Cancur's pitch is swung on and missed.
Nice.
Strike 3. Nice strikeout by Cody Cancur's there. As they're 1 gone away in the inning here.
That's a big out, Ryan. If we can hold them to no runs here in the 8th, that would be huge. They've had the bases loaded.
You're right on that, Rainey. If we can hand them only to no runs here, with 2 were gone away. My bad on that one. He did have a fly out to right field. As now the shortstop, number 2, Logan Thompson, comes in. Cancur's first pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner. That was a really good curve by ball. Cancur's there.
Sure was, over the outside part of the plate.
No balls, 1 strike to Thompson here. And delivers and is called strike 2 again. Nice pitch again. No balls, 2 strikes now to Thompson. We'll see what Cancur's comes back with.
If they hold them here, that might give them a little spark for the bottom of the inning.
And it's kicking deals, and it looks like it's a foul ball right off of Clausen here. Looks like he's okay. No balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded here. Joes lead 22-12 as Cancur's sets and delivers. Taken for a ball outside. Brings the count to 1-2 now. Scout's trying to get out of this one. Joe's trying to add to the lead. Cancur's sets. Delivers. Ooh, just misses high, looks like. Bringing the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As there's a lot of 2s on that scoreboard out there on left. As Cancur sets deals and is swung on a hit high into right field. It looks like right fielder's under it, and he does. And that's the inning. Nice job, Scouts. Way to get out of that inning just like that. No damage is done. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th, we'll have top lineup: Brett Williams, Logan Masson, and Hunter Delanoy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're listening to Scouts Radio Baseball Network. And we are back here in the bottom of the 8th inning as the Joes lead the Xenia Scouts 22-12 here. As the Scouts look to get something going after a disappointing last inning when the base was loaded and only got 1 run out of that. But now to lead things off for the Scouts is Brett Williams here. He's had a pretty good day so far, going 2 for 5 with a couple of stolen bases here. As Lane kicks and delivers. His first pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
Be nice to see the top of the order come around and get on base and score some runs here, boys.
You're right about that, Randy. As his second pitch runs inside for a ball, bringing it to 1 ball, 1 strike here. As it has been the top of the lineup getting the run production done for the Scouts tonight. As Lane's pitch is swung on and missed foul by Williams, bringing it count to 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Like to welcome our 14th viewer right now. We went from 13 to 14.
As Lane's pitch is swung on and hit.
That's going to be a tough play.
Tough play. And the shortstop Thompson gets there on time. He had to come charge in for that and threw on over to Miller over there. Great play by him as Speedy Williams was out on that. 1 gone away in the inning, bring up number 16, Logan Matson.
Very nice play by the shortstop as the ball was weakly hit. He charged. Had a nice throw to first for the out.
Lane looks in, he delivers, and is swung on and hit foul down the third baseline by Matson. No balls, 1 strike to Matson. Lang looks in, comes set to the belt, delivers, and is swung on, hit high and deep, a mile high to right. And Thompson is there under it, and he records the second out of the inning now.
Coming to bat, right fielder number 2, Hunter Delanoy.
Quickly 2 away, Ryan. I was hoping that after they got out of that 7th inning jam or the 8th inning jam that they would come back with some offense, but so far nothing.
So far nothing. Hunter Delanoy up for the Scouts now. He's batting in the 3-hole tonight. Lane kicks and delivers, and he hits a high and drive deep to left, and it is in. Ooh, it looked like it was in play. Looked like it might have hit the line, but the home plate umpire says it was foul. That would have been a great shot by Delanoy there as being a ground rule double.
Ball slicing, and it just hit foul.
As it was hard to tell from our angle, but it definitely looked like it was fair. No balls, 1 strike to Delanoy.
No argument from Scout's third base coach.
As Lang lifts in for the sign. Sets, delivers. Swung on and hit into the gap. And Lang is there to cover the bag. And that's a 1-2 inning, 3 of the Joes. We'll be right back to the top of the 9th. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Scouts Radio Baseball Network. And we are back here at Grady's Field for the top of the ninth, and your Xenia Scouts are down by 11 to the Hamilton Joes, 22 to 12. I'm sorry, by 10 here, as Cancors takes them out and delivers in his first pitch to a ball to Cole Revels, who took over back in the 7th for Zach Orn.
There's a nice pitch.
Revels swings on and misses there. Strike one. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. As it looked like Cancers tried a Johnny Cueto move there by pausing in the middle of his windup there.
A little hesitation.
But that goes for a ball outside.
And he does it again.
Does it again. That's a ball. Looks like he's just trying some pitching windups now to see what's happening. Running the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's a hit Striper right in the hole, and Matson's there to knock it down and throw it to first, but not in time. Revels is aboard. I'm going to say with a leadoff hit, as Matson was there, but bobbled it on the way up, and Matson beat it out.
Matson did a good job laying out to stop that ball, but just could not get up and get it to first in time. It's a base hit.
Next up for the Joes is number 17, Griffin Kane. As the pitch comes in, it is a strike 1.
Kane has got some speed. We've seen it the last 2 nights as he's had a triple and a double.
As Cancors' pitch is fouled off by Kane off his foot. Looks like he's going to be okay. Count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Cancors has to be smart where he puts this one. He doesn't want to give anything close to hit. As Cancors looks in the sign. The 0-2 pitch to Cates is taken for a ball. A good pitch on the outside corner. Wasn't able to get him chased. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cancors checks Rivals at first base. And just misses on the outside corner again with the curveball.
Kane 6'2", 190. Again, plays at Northern Kentucky.
Cancors sets, delivers. And is swung on a hit high and deep to center.
Nice play out
And
there by Carson.
Carson's under it. Record the first dialing in for the Scouts.
Coming up to bat, number 28, Preston Miller.
You know, Randy, it'd be great to see a double play here to get this inning right over with for the Scouts.
I'd sure enjoy that. It'd be just what the doctor ordered to get out of this inning.
Cancors kicks and deals, and this strike 1 swung on and missed. Nice pitch to Preston Miller right there.
He's had a lot of nice pitches tonight. I've been impressed with him. Hasn't given up any runs. Pitching in his 2nd inning, maybe his 3rd.
He's been pretty impressive up here so far, as that pitch is fouled back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Cole Revels is on first after a base hit to right field. Matson almost came up with. The 0-2 pitch to Miller.
Slow curveball.
Slow curveball taken inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Cancors looks in for the sign. Sets, deals, and is swung way out of play behind. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cancors trying to get Miller here. He checks Ruffles at first base. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on
That
hit right
could
up
be
the middle.
2. Shortstop Williams to first.
Indeed, it is a double play. Just what the doctor ordered up, and the Scouts go just like that. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back for the bottom of the 9th. You're listening to Scouts Baseball on the Scouts Baseball Network.
We need 10, boys.
bat, first baseman, number 20.
And we are back here in the bottom of the ninth as the Scouts look to start things off. Down by 10 here to the Scouts, to the Joes, 22-12. As we have a new pitcher on the mound, and Randy's going to talk about some.
Yeah, the new pitcher is Jake Cates. He's been in the ball game the whole game, but he's just going to the top of the hill.
As Sanders lead things off, and he lines things to the first baseman, Miller. And he's there to record that first punch out.
Cates came in from the outfield. He's 6'3", 205 from plays ball in Western Kentucky. He's from Liberty Township, like we mentioned earlier.
Next up for the Scouts is number 18, Cody Cansworth, who's been pitching for the last 2.5 innings. As Cody looks to start things off for the Scouts. Cates kicks and deals and is taken for a ball outside. No balls, 1 strike. Cansworth is up.
Cates seems to have good speed on this pitch, Ryan.
You're right about that, Randy. He seems to be throwing some pretty good heat here as that is swung on and missed in the dirt. Bringing it to 1 ball, 1 strike here. As Cates delivers. And strike on the outside corner. That looked like a ball, but must graze the corners there. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cansworth. Cates' pitch to Cansworth is hit sharply down the line, but foul.
Just got some wood on that one. Stays alive.
The 1-2 pitch to Cansworth is way outside for a ball. 2-2 now. Nice stop by the catcher Beetle there, as it took a nasty hop off that turf there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cates' pitch to Cansworth is taken for strike 3 on the inside corner. Nice curveball by Cates there as Cansworth goes down looking.
I think he knew it was strike 3. No complaints as he walks back to the dugout.
Next
Boy,
up,
we need a big rally with 2, Ryan.
we do. We need a big 2-out rally now. It's going to start with Will Acuff here, the left fielder. Kicks, delivers, and is strike 1 swung on and missed.
Stranger things have happened, but I'm not going to hold my breath tonight.
You are indeed right, Randy. As Cates' pitches in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Acuff. Cates delivers and is swung right back up the middle to Acuff. And he throws on the first to retire the side. Your final score here is Joe's 22, the Scouts 12. Tough night for the Scouts tonight, but they'll be back in action tomorrow night around 4:10. Undecided on who will get that. But signing off for now, this is Ryan. It's been great broadcasting tonight with my partner Randy.
It's been an honor to be here, Ryan. I head back to Florida tomorrow. Going to miss the third of the 3-game series. Don't want to see a sweep. Love to see a victory tomorrow for the Scouts.
For sure, that is all, Xenia Scouts fans signing off for now. Have a good night.